Hey there! Today I wanted to show how I do these quick, easy, summery beach waves using the Bio Ionic long barrel curling iron. I have the 1.25 inch and I've been using this for years, so wanted to give a little bit of a shout out to it and show how it works on my hair and what kind of curls it can do. As somebody with long hair, I cannot tell you the amount of time and effort this saves, not having to double wrap your hair onto a smaller barrel and just being able to fit the entire strand of hair on the barrel all at once easily. Let me grab a regular curling iron just so you can see the barrel length difference. So this is another one of my favorite curling irons. This one is by Babyliss, and you can see that when you're comparing just the barrel lengths, the Bio Ionic is significantly longer. So you can fit a lot more hair on this one at once, and it just speeds up your process of getting ready. I also love that the waves come out very soft and effortless with this rather than looking very tight and overly polished, because this type of look is personally what I tend to gravitate toward. Let's jump on in. Okay, so my hair has been air drying for several hours. I didn't want to do a perfect blowout because if you end up liking the way that this looks, I wanted you to be able to see what the tool actually does, not just what my blow dryer does. So my hair is a little bit unruly. I was running errands all morning. It's pouring outside, it's humid out, so you can definitely tell I have some frizz, a little bit of like a wave going on. Sorry, my dryer's going off. Why is laundry always ready to be folded? Anyway, so my hair is fully dry, but this is just how it air dries. There's no product in it or anything, so you'll be able to see exactly what this can do. I have this heated up to 320 degrees. That's a good amount for my hair. It's right in the middle. I'm not trying to fry my hair off, but I want it hot enough to actually make a curl that will hold. So I'm going to start by splitting my hair in just a few sections. I don't do a ton of sections or anything super precise because I want the waves to look a little bit more undone. And I also put decently large sections of hair on the barrel at once because I don't want super tight curls, and I also am always running low on time. I'm using some of the Oribe Gold Lust heat protectant. This is my favorite heat protectant spray. It's so good. I wrap everything away from my face and I end up leaving out the tiniest bit at the bottom just so that it looks more natural. I don't do like an inch of straight hair at the bottom. I did enough of that in 2012 or whenever that was big. I'm going to start each section by just running the barrel through my hair to kind of smooth it out. One thing I really like about this curling iron is that it glides really easy and it doesn't snag or pull at my hair like some curling irons do. I'm going to start the curl in the middle of my hair, clamp it down, and then roll it all the way up. Hold it for just a second. Move the barrel out of that top curl and move the iron a little bit down. Roll it up and then repeat those same steps. And that's just going to give more of a beachy curl. If you have shoulder length or longer hair, I really do think it is worth getting a long barrel curling iron. One thing I forgot to mention is this heats up really quickly, which I appreciate because I do not have the patience for tools that take forever to heat up. The curls are gonna look a little bit ringlety and tight at first, but don't worry about that. We will brush them out at the end. Let me for one of these get super close just so you can see the exact motion that I'm doing. So run it through, start in the middle, wrap it up a couple of times, pull the top curl out, pull the barrel down, wrap it back up, hold it for a second, and then same thing, go ahead and let that out and roll it the rest of the way down. And then at the end, I kind of pull it down. The first curl is the most annoying part if you have long hair because you really have to obnoxiously flip your hair around. I'm doing 2 more little sections. I'm only leaving the very top out. Same process, I'm gonna speed this up again. I just have a very thin top layer of my hair left, and I'm doing the same thing. You could add some rollers at the top if you want a little bit more volume, but I normally do this on days where I just want my hair to look good fast. I always look for reviews on products like this that are from just real everyday girls who are not trying to look super glam every day, because I want to know if these products would actually fit into my real life routine. I don't do anything glamorous these days as a mom, and I also, again, just don't have a ton of time. So if something makes your hair look really awesome, but it takes a ton of time and effort and product, it's just not something I'm going to use at this stage in life. So I try to keep my reviews like this very focused on just what actually works for the average girl who doesn't have a ton of time or effort to put into her hair every day, but still wants it to look good. For my front pieces, I do them more vertical, if that makes sense. So let me do this one again just to show you. So rather than holding the barrel at any sort of angle, I try to hold it completely vertically and kind of like pull the curl down and out. Okay, so this is what we are working with right now, but I am going to let it cool for like 5 to 10 minutes, and then I will brush it out and add just a little bit of product so that it lasts throughout this humidity and rain that we have here. All right, so now the curls have had time to kind of set. The longer you let it cool down, the longer your waves will last. And I like to brush out any curls or waves with a wide tooth comb like this. And sometimes I will add a little bit of oil to the ends so that it looks softer and more fluffy. But honestly, with this heat protectant, it adds like a dry oil to your hair, so it makes it look very soft and shiny without having to add any extra shine product. One product I do love for waves to make everything last a little bit longer is the Kenra Dry Volume Burst. And if you've seen any of my hair videos or just like know my vibe in general, I don't like a lot of extra product in my hair. I want the bare minimum for like what is going to make my hair look good and last without doing any extra steps. So I would not put any product in my hair if I did not need it to last, but because the weather here is so terrible today, this is just going to make it so that I don't have to redo my hair tomorrow. And I use just the tiniest bit, so I kind of hold my hair up like this and I spray in small little bursts and kind of let the hair drop as I go. And that's just going to add a little bit of hold. A couple more sprays to the back. And let me try to show what the back looks like just so you can see how the waves turned out. Just easy, beachy, natural looking waves that have some shine and look structured enough to be able to tell that you did your hair without making it look like you spent a ton of time on your hair. And you can see that this iron did a really good job of taming the frizz that I had and just making my hair look very soft and shiny. I'm trying to get as awkwardly up close as I can in case you're wondering like how smoothing this is for your hair. Okay, so those are my go-to easy, quick summer waves. I do love this curling iron, especially if you have long hair. I think it's completely worth it. And if you like that softer wave look, I don't really go for this if I'm wanting very defined ringlety type curls. I think it's just better for those loose, effortless waves. I also think it's pretty beginner friendly because the clamp is really easy to use. One thing I will say though, since this is kind of pricey, you can almost always find 20% off, whether that's at Ulta or Sephora or their website. I see 20% off Bio Ionic tools all the time, so I would not pay full price for this, even though I think it is worth it because of how often different sites run sales on their tools. I would personally wait until you can get at least the 20% off. So that's it. I hope this helped. If you guys have any favorite hair tools, please let me know because I'm always curious to see what works for other people. And thank you for watching.